Guys, so it is the third time that I've made this video. The first time I accidentally deleted the footage before it was uploaded or finished uploading. The second time the music was way too loud, and the third time, this one right now, I'm hoping it's gonna be good and it's gonna be okay. It's gonna get uploaded and I'm gonna have more views and everything, and it's gonna be a decent video. So let's get started. First, it's my septum piercing. It itches right now. And I'm gonna tell you and talk about it and just everything like that. But I want to start off with cleaning it, just so for the people who just want to know how to clean it, they can know all that. And I don't have to have like witch hazel running down my face just randomly in the middle of the video. So let me get to that. So as I said, I use witch hazel, which I put in a nice little syringe, and I just like squeeze it through. Ooh, it's not coming out. Okay, yeah. And I just put it through my nose, and it goes in one side and out the other, and that's how you know that it's actually getting in there. So first, let me take out my piercing. I like this one because it's nice and loose, but it's also big enough for my nose, which I will talk about later and how there are issues with some of them. But let's get to cleaning this one first. So first, gotta clean this. Then I have a towel down here so I can just rub it off and clean it properly. And then the fun part. So it came out the other side, but it just like dribbled down. It didn't actually out, which is fun. It'll do that. It'll just squirt completely out of the other side, and it's really weird, and it shocked me the first time. So I just used the medical witch hazel in this, and it just gets in there pretty well. And then pull it back in. So yeah. If you have an infection, I would say use peroxide and witch hazel and just bounce between those and clean it as often as you can. Make sure you have clean hands whenever you're cleaning your septum piercing, and don't use alcohol. Alcohol is horrible. It'll burn everything. Like, you can get alcohol on a cotton pad or cotton swab and do like that maybe, but it still burns, and then you gotta inhale all that, and just, no, not fun. So I would say stay away from the alcohol and just use peroxide. So that's basically how you clean it, and you need to clean it at least 3 times a day. That's what I was told when I first got it, and then just clean it whenever you get a nice septum stink. So if you move it like this, you'll smell it, and it smells gross. That just means that you need to clean it more. And I think that's about it for the cleaning. So now my experiences with my septum piercing. So my mom, she was like, no, I don't really like it. When I was talking about getting it, and I had the little fake one that you just like poke up in there and you can take on and off really easily. She didn't really like it. She's like, no, I don't. But she wasn't really saying no to me getting it because I was already 18 and my choice, I kind of could. And then I got it, let's see, the day before Halloween, which was a Monday. And I came home, she came home later, so I had time to come home and just prepare and watch her reaction. And yeah, she was very surprised. She was like, oh my god, you got it, you did it, no. She's like kind of freaking out. So, oh, to lighten this, I got her some beer, and I was like, here you go. I have a piercing. She's like, and then she took the beers, and yeah, she was okay after that. And it's pretty simple and pretty easy process. So it doesn't hurt too bad. I say out of the piercings, that I have, this one was probably the most painful one for aftercare, especially. Yeah, they just like stab you in the nose, put a cork on the end, and then go like that with the your jewelry, and then just kind of like tunnel it through. And yeah, it was a quick process. It's weird having the needle just like sitting in here, and you're just like, I don't want to move, I don't want to breathe, I don't want to mess it up. Is it gonna hurt? And it doesn't hurt, not that bad. So all that's pretty good, and they'll go through the sweet spot right there. So this is all cartilage, and then there's cartilage in the back, but right in the middle there's a fleshy bit, and it's just flesh, not a lot of nerves, and it'll go through that. It'll be fine, and it might bleed a little bit. Like mine had a little bit of blood that came like down to here on the piercing, and it was fine. And it was weird because we were eating. I was like, try not to move my nose or anything above here so it wouldn't hurt. And it didn't really hurt, but it was like sensitive. So, yeah. And the pain of the initial shock, I guess, will go away after like for me, I stopped noticing it after 3 hours roughly, and it was just like, "Oh yeah, this is me. This is there. That's it." So, that was pretty good. And then see, going to school with it on a military base, we have pretty strict, I guess, dress code. They didn't care. I showed my principal and everything. They're like, oh, yeah, cool. People at the office, I'm like, look, I got a thing in my nose, and it's real. They're like, oh, okay, cool. And that was it. Not much after that. And yeah, pretty easy process. If you think about getting it, I would say get it. Get the horseshoe one that you can flip up and you can hide easily, which I will go get right now. So let me go get them. So first, so first we have the horseshoe ones, which they always connect, so I just connected them. These I got 10 of them, although there's only 8 here, for like $2 on Wish, and they're pretty good quality. They don't change color or anything. It said they used surgical steel or something like that, and I really like those. They're nice basic ones, just hang down. And the only difference between between those and the one that I have that I can flip up, let me hold it properly, is the size. So if you could see, this one's nice and squished down and everything. So you can put it in and flip it up and it'll actually get past here. The other ones, they won't, and it'll be painful if you do try to flip it up. Oh, and flipping it up, it's not that hard. But you shouldn't do it too often because I've heard that you can like erode away the little this. And that's why a lot of people get it, so they can flip it up at school around their parents so their parents don't know. But I would suggest not flipping it up and just have it up or have it down. And then maybe flip it up occasionally, like whenever you're sleeping or showering or just trying on clothes. That is one thing that you need to flip it up for. So I actually got my nose ring caught on something that I was trying on, and it was so hard to get it off because one, the dress, I think it was really tight, so it was like this, and then I had to, yeah, not fun. So wear a horseshoe that you can flip up if you're trying on clothes and you know there's gonna be like lacy stuff or something that you can get caught on. That's one thing. And when you get caught on it, it doesn't really hurt. As you saw in the, I just like pulled it out. It won't hurt unless you have an infection. So that's pretty simple, pretty easy, and just it's like these don't really hurt as much, so it's fine. So back to my other ones. This one actually is a clicker, which I like because, oh, hold on, it'll click. I don't know if the audio picked that up, but it clicks. And the difference between this one and say this one, same clicker and everything, yeah, same size, so same millimeters across, and the only difference is that this one is curved so you get more area to work with rather than this one, which is a straight bar. And if your nose or if your septum isn't long enough, it won't go through and you have to actually push it more. Then you're gonna have a nice little indentation right here. Then it's not fun. So you gotta get the curved one if you have a big septum. So it'll go through and it won't squish your nose because it's not fun. And most of these I got from either Hot Topic or Spencer's, and then Wish. I think that's the only places that I got them from. You can get them at the tattoo shops, and if they do piercings and everything, those are probably your best ones because these from Spencer's and Hot Topic, they're not as great of quality. So they're going to have, like, if they're gold, it's gonna come off because it's just painted. And it's gonna turn your nose green, like what that fake gold does, and it's not gonna be fun. So you can wear them as long as it's just for show and just like going out for a day. Like these, yeah, they're gonna change colors like this one. So I don't think my camera can pick it up. Let's see, maybe, probably not. But yeah, it'll change colors. So this one's changing. It was gold. It changed to silver and then green. Same thing with my other gold ones. So it's probably best to invest in a real gold or a stainless steel or something like that piercing so that it's better for your skin, better for your nose, and it just looks better because you don't want a green nose. So yeah, back to these ones. These are the seamless ones, so don't know if you could tell, but they're, yeah, right here that has an opening. You just twist it and it goes like that. And you shove it in and twist it back. And when you're doing these, I usually get like a nice little towel or the bottom of my shirt and I'll twist it so I get more of a grip, and that's honestly the best way to put in a seamless and fix a seamless, especially if they're really like hard to move like this one is oh, these get stiff so fast, so you have to like warm them up and then put them in, which will hurt your fingers because you have to, yeah. So yeah, whatever, it'll make little indentions in your fingers and that's gonna hurt a little bit, but it'll be fine, it'll go away. Let's see, do I have any others? Oh, I have this one. Okay, so this one I got from Wish. As you can see, not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to open and stay open like this and be kind of stiff, but it's not. It's very loose. Just, yeah, no, not fun. So this one is a 14 gauge, so I can't really wear it. I thought I got a 16, but I got 14. And it's just way too loose and it doesn't close easily. So I don't really wear it. And if I do, it's up here because there's more area for me to like actually pull it open. And that's another thing with, let's see, these they're kind of hard to pull open sometimes. Not really. Like you just go in, let's see if I can actually put it in and take it off again. So this one's also a pretty small one. Okay, there we go. And to close it, yeah, so the opening is like right here. Just squeeze it closed, it'll be fine. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, so it opens pretty easily. I might just leave this one in. No, I like the other one. Oh, lots of questions that I get. What do you do whenever you have a runny nose? I use a tissue and clean my nose? I don't know. It's like, what do you do when you have to sneeze? Use a tissue and clean my nose? So yeah, it's not that hard, guys. It's not rocket science. Take it out, but if it's really hard to get out, then just clean it later and use a tissue, go in the bathroom, whatever, and just wash it off. Which is why I like this one, because do like that, do whatever, and then it'll come off really easily. Please don't do this a lot, and don't do this with all of them, because I found this out that I could just pull it off because I was rubbing my nose from allergies and it just came off. So most of them will not come off that easily unless they're pretty flexible, like this one. That's it. Like this one that you see on Wish all the time. Like that is their main septum piercing, and I really liked it because it was pretty and it's flexible. So let's see if I can get it. Yeah, it's flexible right now. So the two prongs right here, you can move them like that, and it's not too hard to move them. So if it's too tight and you can't close it, then you can move it a little bit. If it's too loose and it just wobbles, then you can close it in more. So that's one thing that I like about these clickers. Let's see, is there anything I need to talk about? I think that's about it. Oh, you'll get called a bull because, like, yeah. Or my mom likes to make fun of me and say, "Oh yeah, I'll just pull you by your nose." Yeah. Oh, I'll be doing another video on my tattoos. I have 2 of them, so ta-da. Yeah, I'll show you more in my next video, which I'm probably gonna do right after this. So yeah, bye. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was informational, and if not, just ask me any more questions in the comments below, and I'll always answer your questions. So yeah, that's about it. Okay, bye. I did forget one thing. Whenever you're changing the curved barbell ones, put a towel down in the sink and have it covering everything, and then start changing it and start unscrewing it. So if it drops in the towel, and it won't like bounce around everywhere and go down the drain, go just on the floor randomly. And that's probably the best advice that I got from someone when I was getting all 7 of these. Yeah, I was getting all of those. The guy at Hot Topic told me do the towel trick, and best thing ever. I think it has saved so many of my piercings and so much of my jewelry. So yeah, that's one thing important. Need to add that in. So now, bye.